Good morning, dear. Yesterday we have discussed why a country need a constitution, and in this there are three reasons given in your book why a country need constitution. So yesterday we have discussed point number one: country need a constitution to deal a certain ideas inside constitution and case study of Nepal, we have discussed earlier time in Nepal, there was the democracy. During the Gyanendra Singh took over democracy, become monarchy, and after a long struggle, Nepal become democratic nation in 2008. So dear, what type of constitution Nepal citizen needs, what type of ideas needs inside the constitution, it will be decided by their citizen, nation and majority. So yesterday we have completed first point. It is different ideas, values inside the constitution. Rest of 2 points we will discuss today or we are going to discuss today. So dear, next point regarding that why a country need a constitution, because second point, constitution defines the nature of a country and political system. So through the constitution we know about the nature of a country. Country is a democratic, it dictatorship or maybe monarchy. It will be decided by a constitution. What are the different ideas inside constitutions regarding their norms, rules, regulation? It through that we can decide countries democratic, dictatorship and monarchy. First, what is democracy? In democracy, leaders are elected, or in other words, we can say for the people, by the people, to the people. Government is formed by a people. In this democracy, all leaders are elected through the regular election. Elections are conducted a fixed period between intervals. In India, 5 years. That period gap is the 5 year. And dictatorship ruled by a army head, that is known as the dictatorship. We can take example from German. Hitler was dictatorship. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf dictatorship, where military leader misused powers and only one person maybe decide how two nations should be run. It we can say dictatorship. Another one, monarchy ruled by king and queen, that is known as the monarchy system. So constitution defined nature of country. So earlier time Nepal was monarchy and they want to a such nation which based on the democratic idea. So through the constitution we can decide, because inside constitution which type of values are implemented, on the basis of that we can decide countries democratic, dictators or monarchy. So what type of political system should be there in a country? It is the democratic system, it is dictatorship system or monarchy system. So through the constitution we can decide it. That's why we need a constitution. Second point. And we can take the example of Nepal's old and new constitution story we have discussed. What type of old constitution system which promote the monarchy only earlier time, and after 2008 what type of constitution system in Nepal, it based on democracy, promote the equality, regular elections, leaders are elected. These are the features of democracy. So dear, in Nepal, new constitution completely based on democracy. It also provides the guideline that government decision making within this society. It also provides the guideline to how the nation should be run and decision making, how the decision will be made. It will be through a meeting. In our country, we'll discuss in chapter 3 about that point. But in short, we can discuss here. In our country, who take the decision? Elections are conducted inside nation, and any one political party which achieve more than 50% seat form a government, and in case of any one political party unable to vote 50% seat, in such condition, if government formed by more than one political party, this government we can say coalition government. And through the coalition government, Prime Minister will decide, Cabinet Minister, State Minister, Independent Minister, and through this they will take the decision regarding their department after consent of Prime Minister. Prime Minister is head of government. So how the nation should be run? It will be decided by government through the constitution, because all the rules regulations are written inside the constitution. How to we can take the decision, how to government should be formed, all things are mentioned inside the constitution. So dear, that's why we need constitution. Second point, constitution define the nature of country and what type of political system inside country. Now let's discuss third point. Okay, dear. Third point is it provides the safeguard to us, to their citizen, and protect from powerful authority. And who is powerful? Why safeguard is required? Example of the classroom situation given in your book. Take example of classroom situation. In your class book, it is given NCERT book, and inside the classroom, it generally happens in most of classes when maybe due to the urgency, when teacher may be outside the classroom and give the opportunities to the anyone who is sitting in front row, mind the class or maybe whatever instruction given by teacher. And sometime what happens, not a most time, sometime what happens, few time, anyone, whosoever student, authority is given, he or she misuse powers. For today's, for due to the ma'am instruction, I am a captain, and why not? I should be use my power. So anyone student who is not maybe supportive or friend, sometime you give punishment to them. This happens inside the classroom given in your book. And when ma'am came inside the classroom, you inform ma'am he is not following, yeah, he was not following the whatever instruction you have given to me. And ma'am give punishment to a student. You will write, I will not disobey class monitor's instruction. So this is the way those students who were innocent and by misusing of power, punishment given to him. This happens in our country also. Sometimes whosoever rich, powerful political leader may be dominate to the others. But in our constitution, authority safeguard given by our constitution to us, we can protect ourselves through the fundamental rights by approaching the judiciary. All details are mentioned in our constitution. That's why we can say who is powerful? Those who are misusing power. And why safeguard is required? To protect those who are innocent, who are weaker section of our society, who may be poor, no one can dominate to them. That's why in your book, when we discuss about key features of Indian Constitution, in detail we'll discuss whatever fundamental rights given. So, third, why we need Constitution? We need Constitution. Constitution protect us from powerful authority. This powerful authority may be in form of captive, in form of superior society, may be rich, some who are powerful in society, sometimes anyone may be who dominate to others. It protects. Take another one example. Early time untouchability. You know, banned untouchability is banned by the government. So, such type of trend in our society banned by the government. Child labor, child marriage, and if anyone may be misuse power, Constitution protect us by judiciary, by making laws, and by taking action. In details, we'll discuss later on judiciary, what is the role played by judiciary, what is the role played by legislature, what is role played by executive. We'll discuss in details. So dear, first topic of this chapter, we have completed today why we need constitution. I'm repeating, we need constitution. It deals our ideas, what common society, majority think about their nation. Second, we have discussed why we need constitution. It gives the shape, political shape of a nation like a democratic, dictatorship, monarchy, whatever. Third, why we need constitution. It protect to us from powerful authority and provide the safeguard. Suppose anyone who are in form of minority, Constitution is providing safeguard to them. No one can dominate to them by making the secularism, by making the laws. This is the way Constitution protect us. So dear, till now we have completed first topic. Next topic is key features of Indian Constitution. Thanks. Have a good day. If you have any doubt, you may be discussed through Zoom classes. Thanks. Have a good day.